Movies go through many stages of production. There's script writing, casting, pre-production, production, post-production, all that fun stuff. So it should come as no shock that different ideas were thrown around when the Scream movies were being created. And it's pretty crazy that most Scream movies have entirely different scripts. Now some Scream movies have scripts that just change a few things, some major, some minor, but some scripts change the whole story of the movies. So today we're going to be taking a look at the original Scream movie scripts, starting with the first Scream movie. Now relatively everything is the same in the first Scream movie up until the third act when Billy and Stu are revealed as the killers. In this version of the first Scream movie script, while Sidney was fighting Billy, Randy regained consciousness and fought Stu, and he's the one who drops the TV on Stu Macher's head. It makes him more heroic, and after he and Sidney have killed both ghost faces, Randy asked her out to the movies, and then Sidney would say, "Not a scary one," and that would be the end of the original Scream movie. Now Scream 2 has multiple different scripts, or dummy scripts. There were multiple scripts, each pretty much exactly the same except for who the killers were in the third act. There was a script where Cotton Weary, Miss Loomis, Derek, and Haley were the killers. 4 killers in a Scream movie, that's crazy. There was also a script where Dewey was one of the killers, and it's heavily believed that these were all dummy scripts to keep the real ending of the movie off the World Wide Web. But the fact that they put Dewey as Ghostface is just hilarious. And you know, that sort of did come true a few years later in Scary Movie. Honestly, Scream 3's original script deserves its own video with the amount of insane stuff going on in it, but for now I'm just gonna give you a brief overview. Scream 3 would have had Stu Macher return as the mastermind, and he would be manipulating some kids from prison, kids who were basically leaders of a stab fan club, sort of like in Scream 4. And the whole thing is about Stu Macher getting his revenge, and there is a lot more to this, and honestly, it sounds even better than that actual Scream 3 we got. The original version of Scream 4 doesn't change anything until the third act, because in the original script of Scream 4, Sidney actually died and Jill won. And that leads us into the original plan for Scream 5. I don't know if an actual script was written for this or if it was just a plot outline, but Wes Craven's original plan for Scream 5 would have had Jill going off to college in the same college that Sidney was at, but one of her classmates or someone there knew her secret, and they became Ghostface themselves and started killing people and like leaving her cryptic messages. So that could have been a pretty cool concept for Scream 5, but honestly, I think what we got is better. And now for the most disappointing original script of all the Scream movies, Scream 6. Literally everything is the same in this movie except it adds a couple of scenes with Sidney. The first scene with her would have taken place after Dr. Stone's death, and she would have heard about Ghostface in New York from another mom when dropping her kids off at school. And then she would have gone to New York and met up with the Core 4 after Annika's death, and then she would have just been there for the whole movie basically. The only notable thing she really did in the movie is drop the TV on Ethan's head. Basically, she would have served no purpose in the movie, like, she had no impact on the plot, it just made no sense for her to be in it. Now, if they had given her an actual major role and worked her into the script, then that would have been a different story and I would have loved it. But all in all, the Scream 6 original script is just disappointing. So, what's your favorite original Scream movie script, ScreamGeeks? Do you think some of these were actually better than the movies we got? Let me know in the comments down below, and until next time, toodles!